Welcome to episode number 32 of this NHL 22 Quebec Nordiques relocation franchise mode, where we moved Arizona up north to Quebec City. If you guys missed any episodes up to this point, head up into that top corner, and if you do enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit the notification bell to never miss when these uploads come out. So, last episode we had some comments that we need to get to. First off, Kieran Spinagle said, "The same thing happens to me and Bedard in all franchises where I have him. He grows and is always a 94, 95, but never puts up the numbers he should. I don't understand because his stats are phenomenal, but it always happens to me too. So I would say maybe get rid of him soon if he plays the same as he has been in the next season." And Justin Goff commented on that, saying, "I think it's because his shot accuracy is pretty ass. It only ends up being an 84, 85 overall." So that was the first comment. Another one again came from Kieran Spinagle, saying, "To be honest, I think Tampa won the trade for the number 1 overall pick. I like the trade, but in my opinion, you'd be better off without Shane in the trade. Although he was performing extremely well, he was still performing, or although he wasn't performing extremely well, he was still performing and playing decent. Tatacek looks amazing though." So yes, we did just pick up an amazing looking rookie here in Uldrich Tatacek, who's an 84 overall franchise sniper. He's going to be pretty insane. Of course, him playing with Wyman is they're just going to be insane. Like Tatacek's going to be good. So the final comment came from Mr. Boggs, saying, "Love the series, don't stop anytime soon. There's always good players in free agency, so let's sign some of those with the extra cap space." So those are the 3 comments that we have got to deal with here today. And well, looking at the current kind of status of the team, I think we're in a pretty good position to compete. I mean, our defense is weaker than I would probably like it to be. We will probably look to add 1 defenseman here in free agency if we can, even if it's just like a 1 or 2 year contract, because we do have some youngsters trying to grow as well. And you know, we do have a decent center core. You add what's his name? If you add Tatacek to this center core, it looks really good. And yeah, I don't think we're going to struggle too much as a team. We just need to grow a little bit more as the team is pretty young. So let's sim to the re-sign phase. I did offer quite a few contracts out to different players here and there. Looks like Karkner might be the only scout that we have to re-sign, and that is the case. Perfect. All right. So Todd Shanahan as well as a bunch of others are becoming RFAs, but we get Ian Crane to sign. Same with goalie Banks. Did Banks sign, or did I miss that? Silvergard signs Peverly. Powell, McFarland, Thorne, Holt. All right, looks like we got most of our guys there right off the bat. Did we actually get Holden Banks? Yeah, we did. $12 million. That is the biggest contract on our team. So, I mean, I think it's going to be worth it, out of all honesty. He's a crazy playmaker who can pass the puck really well. He's got insane passing statistics, and that is definitely going to help with improving this team and the scoring and everything that's going on here. So, apart from that, who else do we actually need to re-sign still? We've got our rookies, obviously. But yeah, apart from that, you know, Cirelli wants a contract extension. Shanahan doesn't. So maybe we leave Todd Shanahan. We'll just qualify him and hopefully get a sheet offer on him. Patterson we have to sign. Who else? Kwiatkowski we have to sign because these guys are expiring. Definitely sign Reese. I don't think we're signing Dempsey. I said that in the last episode. Same with Trouba. Same with Forsberg. So there's quite a few guys we're not signing, actually. I think I'm going to release these guys, actually. So Forsberg's gone. I think we're going to let Cirelli go. I might double back on that, but Trouba's definitely gone. Pitten's going to get a contract offer. And then Dempsey's going to get released. All right, apart from that, obviously we have these top-end kind of talents and players that need to be signed still. And, of course, those guys are indeed the big names like Wyman and, of course, Tatacek. So, Wyman's nice and cheap. He's $1 million. Tatacek's going to be the exact same price. Again, really cheap contracts overall for these guys. And we might come back to Cirelli, but I will see in a second. Apart from that, Jaguar needs a contract, so we're going to offer him one. Anderson's is also expiring, but I don't think we're going to sign him simply because we have Atkinson and Walensky coming up next, who are both going to need playtime potentially. So that is that for the goalies. In the system, how are our goalies doing? Obviously, we've got those top two guys. Georgievich is probably making too much money, but that's okay by me right now. Of course, Holden Banks is expensive too at that $12 million range, but we'll keep an eye on him, and I think we can deal with that contract. So let's advance a little ways, see if we get, okay, so we get Tadicek, we get Wyman. I believe we got everybody. I might be wrong. All expiring. Yes, sir. Okay, so we did get everybody. That's perfect. We have Cirelli, and we still have, we still have 2 roster spaces left, and I think we're just going to hold on to those roster spaces. We're not going to re-sign Cirelli, so we're going to advance. We didn't have the budget to sign Karkner. I do find that kind of funny, actually. I mean, he probably doesn't even deserve to be signed. We'll bump up the scout salaries a little bit and put the rest in arena ops. Okay, so now that that is done, let's go back, re-sign Karkner again, because like I just said, he's the only expiring contract on this team. All right, we're good to go there. So this team is all set to go to free agency now, I think. And, well, let's see what the trade block is thinking. All right, McMuffin, Nickerson, okay. Low, Hacken, and McMuffin I'm going to take off, but I think Nickerson could definitely be a potential trade target. Even a guy like Regier, possibly. That is definitely possible that he gets traded or something along those lines. I mean, we did just draft a bunch of really decent players. The only guy that I'm thinking that is qualified, Shanahan. We're going to want to trade him. So, all right, now that that is all in place, let's see if there's any top-end defenseman we can potentially pursue. Ethan Bear's an 87 overall. Okay, that's not as great as I was hoping for top-end defensemen, but I don't know if we really need to trade for any either. Yeah, all these guys are up there already in age. There's no question about that. Hannafin's actually not too bad. He's an 85 overall, but he's 33. Again, like these guys are old. There's no like really young defenseman in here. Like Strong is probably one of the youngest defensemen. He wants 5 years at what? 5.25 million. Ouch. I mean, we could go for him. Marvin Strong, he is a Quebec drafted defenseman, obviously. He's 6'5" as well, so that would probably help. Apart from that, we don't really need to sign like anybody else here. I'm trying to think of like who would make sense. Landeskog put up 63 points. That's pretty impressive. Lambert is most likely an RFA in Buffalo. I wouldn't be surprised if he isn't. Oh, he's a UFA. Interesting. Okay. So Lambert's cheaper than he should be at 10.8 million or 10.5. Obviously, DeBrincat just put up 106 points and has over 1,000 points in his career for a second-round pick. That's pretty insane, but how does Ethan Bear fit the system? It says he's probably decent, so yeah, maybe we pursue Ethan Bear for a year. Offer him a 2-year, like $9.5 million deal just to get it done. And then worst case scenario, we have to maybe go back and trade him or let him walk, one of those two. How about Jude Comrie? What is going on here? And he's a UFA? Really? That seems extremely cheap for a decent player like that. Not just a decent player, he's a really good playmaker. So I don't know if we're going to pursue him. Kucherov could be pursued as well, but again, we don't really need to do that. Tim Bodie, maybe. I wouldn't mind bringing in Tim Bodie, tossing an X factor or two on him. Okay, so that's 2 contracts offered. I think that's enough. If we go for Bodie and Bear, I mean, I would be happy if we get both of those guys signed. So let's advance and see if that is the case. And we get Tim Bodie. Do we get Ethan Bear? That we do. Okay, so I think that's all we're going to do for free agent signing. Let's see how this team shapes up, and it should be a good year coming up here. So Todd Shanahan does end up re-signing with us, which I find to be pretty funny. Bembridge for Robertson's not bad, but no, we're not going to take that. Alright, so we've sold 95% of our tickets heading into the next season. I think the team's actually in pretty good shape. Alright. So, I think this team's going to be better than people realize. Our owner goals is to boost happiness, beat the Golden Knights, and upgrade club seats. Okay, so it's a supposedly pretty easy season goal-wise. Apart from that, the team has actually shaped up pretty close to what I was expecting it to. I do want to toss... Yeah, I'm thinking I do want to toss some X factors on Bodie and maybe Powell. I know you guys have said, oh, that's cheating, don't do that, like, that's not fair. I don't particularly care. I want my line chemistry to be half decent, if not better than half decent, and, well, even a guy like DeAndre Thompson fits pretty nicely. I really like how he looks as a player. So yeah, I'm not really unhappy with how the lineup looks at all. The only thing maybe is, like, what's his name? I think Maldine should be up in comparison to, yeah, Maldine should definitely be up. Maybe even, like, Winquist. Winquist looks really good, too. 82 overall, that's insane. So, yeah, this is a strong team throughout. And it's only going to keep getting stronger as we continue to develop prospects, and hopefully a guy like Tadachek can really make a difference here in the upcoming season or two. And of course, you know, you put him up on the first line, he's going to make a huge impact. And along with that, well, we got a really nice looking second line there. It's the second line of Swedes. But yeah, this is a great looking group. We got Canadian, Finn, and then 3 Swedes, and then Tadachek's, of course. Well, what's Powell Canadian? Yeah, Powell's Canadian. Tadachek is Czech, but go figure. Tadachek is Czech. Holy Olofsson. Olofsson has grown to a ridiculous rating. Ethan Bear has no X factor. That's why he looks terrible right now. But holy crap, this team has taken off. Defensively, anyways. I was not expecting this group of players to look this good this quickly, and they do. So yeah, I think we just get we get a little bit more. We get some X factors on Ethan Bear. We get we're gonna make some roster moves and some edits. But our captain now, is it Ricard Thorson? Who is our captain? I'm gonna say it's either Thorson or Bedard. And that's the problem, is yes, Bedard, Silvegaard, and Thorson all have alternates on, but at the same time, none of those guys really stand out to me as being the guaranteed captain. So we're going to run 3 alternates for now, I think. I think that is the best plan of attack for this team. We're going to get those X factors sorted out nice and quick. We're going to get the roster moves in line, and then we will review the whole lineup to really show you its maximum capacity. So Maldine moves up. Personally, I think Staubitz should be up as well. And then in the league, the guys that are going to move down are going to be obviously our lowest kind of rated guys in Enroth and Weimer. That makes sense to me. All right, so let's get these lines fixed up. All right, so this is the team we're going to be going with for the upcoming season. It's an interesting group for sure, but the chemistry improved maybe a little bit. Not so much in the forwards, apart from moving Michael Maldine. But overall, you can't really fault this team. They've got a lot of younger players. Like, most of the players are under 25 on this team. We've got 26-year-old Silvegaard and Thorson, again, both drafted in 2022. Those guys are going to be kind of the leadership core along with Connor Bedard. Of course, Banks was also drafted in 2023, 2 picks after Bedard. So that top line, it's the 6th, 2nd, and 4th overall picks. Within a year of drafting each other, they should be able to develop some good chemistry. I can't believe that Olofsson is up to an 84 at just 21 years old. He looks really good. He put up 53 points and 54 points the last 2 years with Tucson. So he's going to be a really solid piece, can kill penalties, can do just about everything. So yeah, that's a good piece there, of course, alongside Byron Brewer. Those guys are great. Ethan Bear will get replaced within a season, but we added X factors, so that bumped up his ability a little bit here with Wyman to get more chemistry. So again, just top-end picks apart from Ethan Bear. Everybody's picked within the top 20 picks of the draft. And then the goaltenders are where, we have some second rounders, but this Nordiques team is definitely built off of first round picks. Like, you look through here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 first round picks, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So yeah, 8 and 4. I mean, 4 of those picks are like 4th round or later, so they're all kind of steals that we've developed. And the defense is pretty straightforward. So that's the team. That's what we're looking at. We've got a great group of players here, and we haven't really had anybody crazy develop. Like, yeah, Winquist could potentially make the team coming up here, as we will probably have some gaps in the team to fill as cap space becomes tighter and tighter, but right now, we are definitely riding on the fact that this team should and needs to grow, and that a guy like Tadicek is going to be getting top-time special teams unit pretty much. Like, he's going to be running the whole second unit. He's the center in that group, and he's got a great shot. So, with all of that in mind, that's how the special teams is looking. I think it's going to be deadly. We've got a +3/+3 on the PK, or on the 4-man power plays with no defense on there, so that's interesting. The PK looks really good. Our second unit is strong, to say the least. And, well, the 3-man PK is actually pretty good too. So that is our group. That's where we're looking at. Our shooters, yeah, that looks good to me. Extra attackers makes sense. Tadicek gets to play with, maybe we go like that. Just switch the playmakers and snipers around a little. And alright, again, Tadicek probably should be playing with Silvegaard over Thorson, because both guys like to shoot, versus, Tadicek is very likely going to get set up by Silvegaard, even though, like, Silvegaard is a sniper, technically, but his puck skills and passing are just as good as his shooting, So yeah, whereas Tadicek definitely has one of the best shots, if not the best shot on the team. I don't know if Thorson's is better. I think Thorson's is a little better. So that's the team. That is the group we're going to be rolling with for this upcoming season. I know this might be a bit of a shorter episode, but overall I'm quite happy with where we're at with this team, and I think they're going to be good for this upcoming season. Camden Austin looks interesting. Apart from that, we don't really know yet. I'm going to have to do some more scouting with this group of prospects coming up here, and looks like there's almost no goalies that I actually know or have scouted in the past, so all right. I like where we're at with this team. I know we did just have a first round exit, but at the same time, this team definitely needs some time to grow. So we've kind of come down from winning 2 cups. Like, yes, we won 1, had some rough years, won another, and then we're kind of on this stage where we're like, yeah, we're declining a little bit, but it's just to, like, hopefully grow exponentially with the team and the ability and the group of players we have, because we've got so many good players. So that is going to be it for this one. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to go down below, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit the notification bell to never miss these uploads, and of course, leave comments to possibly get featured. But that's going to be it for me. This is Etanio signing out, and until next time.